Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading, and today is November 21st, 2024, and today is Thursday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, Bitcoin pushes to new all-time record highs. No major economic events scheduled for today. So as we look at the various markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, the euro back on its supportish level, and most of the major pairs losing ground versus the US dollar. Now looking at the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ continue to waver sideways almost. Now looking at commodities, natural gas moves higher as that's breaking out of a range, and looking at the stocks pretty much unchanged and just wavering almost across the board. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin making new highs. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. Here we go with the Euro USD. Now it's challenging its supportish level once again. Now it did get a couple of bounces, but it's back on supportish level, which may mean that we may break out on the downside, and that might be somewhat catastrophic for the euro. Now, if we look at a weekly chart, we're right there, okay? And the fact that we couldn't sustain this bounce is not a pretty sign, and it might mean that we're going to break lower, okay? 105.17 where we are. It's got to break through 105-ish level to really give me that confidence and it's going to break lower. And if we do, that means we could be 1-to-1 versus the dollar once again, as we saw that about 2 years ago, and that change did happen. Now looking at the Japanese yen, that also did retrace versus the dollar. You can see right there a little bit of a retracement, not that big, okay? Ultimately, the GBP Japanese yen did move more than that as well. Now jumping into the commodities, all right, we're going to look at natural gas breaking out of this range of 305 to up to 358. That's a big move for natural gas. Now we do have resistance-ish area as we're closing in on it, but that's very important. It made a higher low and then made a double bottom there, and then finally breaking out on the upside. So that's really interesting. It's a very lucrative asset to trade. It's more bang for your buck, and when it moves just a little bit, it moves in lots and lots of money. This is where most of the big traders make money off of. Now looking at gold, it did continue to move higher, and so did crude oil, a little bit on the upside. So we're seeing some strength there. Now looking at the US markets, really just tapering and just wavering, just sideways, nothing really doing, neither the Dow Jones, neither the NASDAQ. And if we look at the stocks, doing the same thing. Microsoft is trading sideways. Facebook is trading sideways. Also, Microsoft is down, Meta is up. You know, it's not much rhyme or reason. Tesla is on its highs, but not breaking higher above 350. Okay, that one is challenged over there. So really no real direction in the financial markets. NVIDIA came out with their quarterly earning reports. Now it's down about $3 a share. Now remember, it was down once before. Okay, if we look at it on a shorter time frame, one second, we were down to about $100, remember? And that was the last quarter. It was in September when we last had our quarterly earning reports for NVIDIA. It sold off and then it regained back. So we may see that again, okay? We may see just a short sell-off and then a push to the high. Now we're looking at Bitcoin. Look at this. This is a monster. This is unbelievable. I mean, this is really unbelievable. And it irks me every time I see it because there's no rhyme or reason. It's at $97,000 a Bitcoin, okay? Big push this earlier morning from it, from 94 down up to 97. It could hit 100,000 easy, okay? It's going to hit it, I don't know when, but it does look like it's inching closer. And the reason I say that is that once you clear 95, your next challenge is 100. That's just the way the financial markets go. Will it get there? I don't know, but that's the question. This is where you're going to have to really wait for it to pray for a pullback. It might not even give us a pullback, and that's why it's very hard to trade these type of breakouts because so much is at stake. So just be careful with it. If you are long it, good for you. Okay, I never called it a short, and you know it's one of those type of things in life that, like I said, you have to wait until it breaks out and then catch it really quickly because it consolidates and then breaks out. And that's the nature of it. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.